The story begins by showing a war where thousands of people were losing their lives every day. It is explained that in the year 2015, aliens came to our Earth for the first time and immediately started killing humans. These aliens weren't two-legged creatures that could be easily fought against. Rather, they were extremely dangerous monsters equipped with such technology that human weapons were proving useless against them. Humans across the world decided to set aside their mutual conflicts and unite to fight these aliens, creating an army that could face them. Major William Cage's job was to encourage people to join this army, for which he told many lies. When thousands of people were killed in battle, he would tell the public that only a few people had died, and when they managed to kill even a single alien, he would present it as a great victory, exaggerating it in the media. But the truth was that they were losing every day. One day, Major William is called to London, where he had to have an important meeting with General Brigham. The general says, "Major, we are losing. Many soldiers are going to be martyred, and when it's all over and their bodies come back, people will definitely point fingers at someone. I don't want those fingers pointing at me, so tomorrow you will go to war and tell people about what's happening there. Your camera crew is standing outside. You will stay in the war and cover it." But William, who is a coward of the First Order, says, "Why me, General? You could send someone else in my place." Actually, William had been given such a high military rank only because the government needed someone who could lie to the public. But the situation had deteriorated so much that now forget William. No one in the world could hide the truth that they were losing this war. The general was giving him a chance so that when he died among the soldiers, people would consider him a martyr and not history's biggest coward. William says, "General, I myself convinced thousands of people to enlist in your army, and I've seen their dead bodies. I'm not a soldier. I'll be killed the moment I get there." William tries to blackmail him, saying that if he sends him there, he'll tell everyone the truth about him. But the general had already decided his fate. He strips William of his rank. When William tried to escape, he had him arrested, and when he woke up, he found himself at London Airport, where preparations were underway to send soldiers to war. Outside, he might be a high-ranking officer, but here no one knew him. William tries to explain to an officer appointed there that some mistake has been made. He shouldn't be here. He wanted to talk to his senior, to which Farrell said, "You're talking so much. Maybe some mistake has been made. Come on, let me arrange for you to talk." William thanks him profusely for the help, but he soon realized that he wasn't taking him to the phone. He said, "Where are you people taking me?" To which Farrell, shouting at him, says that it's clearly written on this slip that you're a deserter and that you'll try everything to avoid going to this war tomorrow. William understood that he was badly trapped, and now no one could save him. After this, he is caught and brought to some people with whom he had to go to war tomorrow. Farrell catches them playing cards, which was strictly forbidden here, and as punishment orders them to chew the cards right there. He said, "William Cage is your new companion. He feels he shouldn't be here. My request is that you remove this misunderstanding from his mind, and if he tries to escape, you can do whatever you want with him on my behalf." William had never even dreamed that the pit he had been digging for others for so many years, one day he would have to descend into it himself. He had sent thousands of people to war, but the surprising thing was that he himself didn't know anything and had never taken war training. A man named Griff helps him put on the suit and says, "Remove the safety lock before going down." William didn't know how to remove the safety. He asks them to remove it for him, but removing the safety was such an easy task that everyone thought he was joking, so no one helps him. Even while boarding the ship, William tried to escape, but those people catch him. After this, all of them are seated on the ship and taken to France. Everyone looks at Will's face and mocks him. One even says that he can see a corpse in William's suit. William asks them, "Tell me how to remove the safety?" But just then the hatch opens and Farrell orders all of them to jump down one by one. Before they could all open their locks, suddenly their ship was attacked, in which many soldiers were killed. William sees people being brutally cut to pieces before his eyes. Before he too could be included in the count of those corpses, he cut the rope and crashed straight to the ground. When he regained consciousness, he was standing in the middle of the war. One of his companions was very happy to be back in battle, but then he was crushed and killed under a plane. William saw that a plane was about to fall on him, so he ran with all his might and escaped. William sees Rita Vertasky there, who was the bravest fighter among them all, but she too was brutally killed before his eyes. William tried to escape by abandoning the fight, but then Farrell catches him and says, "You're going the wrong way, friend. Our enemies are ahead." Will again asks him about removing the safety, but those people push him and leave him there to die and move forward. Everyone thought the aliens were coming from in front of them, but then William sees that they were near their feet. He tried to shout and tell everyone, but alas, it was too late. That alien kills everyone in one swoop. William somehow removed the safety and killed those aliens, but he hadn't yet faced the real trouble. A blue-colored alien comes before him, which was the biggest among them all. William understood that he couldn't kill it with bullets, so without delay he picked up a suicide bomb lying near him, and as soon as that alien attacked him, there was a loud explosion in which that alien was blown to pieces. However, William also died a very painful death in this explosion. That alien's blood, like acid, tore through his face and killed him. But then William's eyes opened and he found himself back where it all started. He thought it was a bad dream, but then Farrell comes before him and starts saying the same things to William that he had said to him in their first meeting. This time William doesn't argue with him at all, because everything was repeating so precisely that he couldn't understand whether this was a dream or reality. He asks Farrell, "What day is it today?" To which Farrell says to him jokingly, "For you, this is Doomsday." After this, he is introduced to Jay's squad. He saw that everything was exactly the same. There was no doubt left that all this was happening again. The next day, he is again given the same suit that those people were going to wear to war. But William, acting wisely this time, removes that safety. After this, they were taken to France. William's heart was saying that something wrong was going to happen, and exactly that happened. Like before, their ship is attacked again, in which most soldiers were killed. He understood that everyone would be killed just as they were killed before. So he tries to save the man who was crushed and killed by the ship last time. But while saving him, he is killed again and comes back to the same place where it all started. William now understood that for some reason he was stuck in a time loop, so whenever he dies, he comes back here. After this, he goes to that war again, but now he wasn't scared. This time he tried to save Rita, whom he couldn't save last time, but in this attempt he gets injured. He asked Rita for help, but instead of helping him, she removes the battery from his suit and leaves him there to die. William dies again, and this loop starts again. Will was troubled. He tries his best to stop Farrell from going to war, because he knew that no matter what they did, their death couldn't be avoided. He says, "All your lives are in danger." But they thought he had gone mad, so they put tape on his mouth before going to war. Will tries shouting to tell them that this plane is going to explode, but as always, no one listens to him. After this, he goes to Rita again because he thought she would definitely understand him, but before reaching her, he is killed in different ways. After every death, the loop starts again, but finally he reaches Rita. He fights brilliantly against those aliens, seeing which Rita understands that this is no ordinary soldier. She says, "When you wake up, come meet me." And then there's an explosion, and the loop starts again. William had lived this scene hundreds of times, so this time instead of arguing with anyone, he thinks it's better to befriend everyone. He knew quite a lot about everyone, using which he impressed everyone, but his real goal was to escape from here. The next morning during PT training, William was looking for the right opportunity, but while trying to escape, he is crushed under a car, and the loop starts again. Next time he tried again, and this time he was successful. Rita had told him to come meet her first when he wakes up, but when he came before her, she doesn't recognize him. She said, "How dare you come here without permission?" Will tells her that you yourself told me to meet you. She immediately understood what he was trying to say. She said, "Don't tell anyone else about this, otherwise you'll either be thrown into a madhouse or sent to a lab for research." What was happening to him had already happened to her, but this time they could win this battle. She takes Will to Dr. Carter, who knew the most about alien biology. Carter tells him that these aliens are not an army. They are all one. All are connected to one mind, which he called Omega. It has such power that can control time. Whenever an alpha dies, a signal automatically reaches Omega and Omega restarts that day. But it remembers everything from before. It remembers how it died last time and tries its best to prevent it from happening again. The one William killed was also an alpha, the rarest among them all, so rare that there's only one in 6 million. When its blood fell on William, he too gained Omega's power to restart the day. William says, "If it's true that we can't win against them, then what about the battles we won before?" To which Rita explains to him that we didn't win. They let us win, so we would think we could win. It wanted humans to fight this war with full strength. When we exhaust all our weapons and humans have nothing left to fight with, then it will make its final move. William asks, "Now how do I use this power?" To which Rita says that you have to die, and that too every day. Every day you'll see a vision in which you'll see Omega. Then you have to lead us there so we can kill it. After this, Rita trains William to fight. In training, he could die as many times as he wanted because as soon as he died, the day would start again and he would come back. In one such training, his back breaks, after which Rita tells him something important. She says that in war you shouldn't get injured. Either stay alive or die, so the loop can restart. Last time when I was fighting, I got injured, and when I regained consciousness, I was in a hospital where someone else's blood was being transfused into me, due to which I lost my power. power. And saying just this, she shoots him. The day starts again, and as many times as William gets injured in training, Rita shoots him that many times. In this way, he dies many times, and during this time William sees visions of Omega. He comes back to Rita and tells her that he saw it near a dam, which is probably in Germany because something was written there in German. But to get there, they would have to win tomorrow's battle. William goes to fight on the beach again the next day, but he is quickly killed. Next time he went again, but he was killed again. He is attacked in every way, so many ways that it was becoming difficult to remember them. Every time while crossing the war zone, Rita gets killed, after which he also commits suicide. He dies so many times that now he didn't have the courage left to fight anymore. He had broken down to such an extent that staying alive felt like punishment to him. This time when the loop starts, this time, he doesn't tell Rita that he has superpowers. He leaves everything behind and runs far away from there and sits in a bar drinking lots of alcohol. But even by doing this, he couldn't change his fate because due to his not going to war, the aliens win and attack the city, due to which William is killed once again. The loop started again, but now he was very angry. He tells Rita that this isn't the first time we're meeting. No matter how much we try, no matter how much we plan, we can't get out of that beach. But Rita asks him to try once more, after which the next day William goes to that war once again. He had fought this battle so many times that he knew the time and pattern of every attack beforehand. Seeing William fight like this, his team members' mouths remained wide open. Finally, they crossed that beach. They needed a car to move forward, and William also knew which car would get them killed by the aliens. There was only one car that they hadn't tried yet. They quickly get into it and start going away from there. The aliens attacked it, but this time they escape. On the way, William talks to her a lot, but Rita didn't like talking much. Soon their car runs out of petrol, after which they have to walk ahead on foot. Rita tries to quickly find another car, but then she saw an old helicopter there, with which they could reach Germany even faster. William stops her from starting the helicopter, but then he saw that she was badly injured. Rita wanted to quickly find the key and get out of there. William says, "The car is full of petrol. I just checked. Why don't we go with that?" Rita was very tired and badly injured too, so she asks to restart. But as soon as she picked up the gun to kill William, William says, "Wait, don't shoot. Let's stop and rest for a while." Rita gives him 10 minutes, after which she would shoot him. But in the meantime, William makes a hot coffee for her. But when he was adding sugar to her coffee, she understands that something is wrong here. She asks, "William, how many times have we come here?" But William doesn't tell her anything and just stands quietly, which meant this wasn't happening for the first time. The key was in his pocket, but he was deliberately keeping it away from her. Rita, without delay, goes to start the helicopter, but William tells her not to do that. As soon as you start the helicopter, they'll kill you. This is what happens every time. Only one of us survives. Actually, William had lived this moment with her so many times that he had fallen in love with her and didn't want to lose her. No matter what he did, only one of them could go ahead. But Rita doesn't listen to him and starts the helicopter, after which the aliens attacked it. William couldn't save her this time either, and he restarted the loop. William comes to Rita again, but this time he left from there without saying anything to her. After this, he goes to war alone. But he was so angry that this time, he doesn't save anyone. He just wanted to find Omega and end everything. Killing everyone, he reached that helicopter and, taking it, went to Germany. He had seen this place in his vision, but as soon as he started going closer to it, an alien attacks him and makes his gun fall down. Despite this, he kept moving forward, and then he encountered an Alpha, which was waiting for him. Finding no other way, William thinks of committing suicide, but the Alpha doesn't let him do that and badly injures him. William was bleeding profusely. If he didn't die quickly, he would lose the power to restart the day. The Alpha tried to stop him, but William restarted the cycle by drowning himself in water. William tells Carter that Omega isn't where it should be. This vision was their trick so they could take my powers from me. Carter said, "Now there's only one way, but it's impossible." He had made a transponder which, if attached to an Alpha, would directly connect to Omega, and this way they would know its location. But the problem was, he had made only one sample of it, which the general has kept safely with him. After this, William goes to Whitehall with Rita. This was a very tight security area, so whenever they got caught, William would restart the cycle. Now he knew well how to get inside without obstruction. They reach the general's office, and at gunpoint ask him to sit down. The general does exactly that, after which William tells him in great detail everything that was going to happen in this room in the next 1 minute. But all this wasn't enough to impress that stubborn general. No matter how much he tried, the general never gives them that device. Rita picks up the gun to restart the cycle, but William stops her from shooting. After this, he tried once more, and this time the general agrees and gives them that device. They had never come this far before, but before he could think anything else, they are caught. After which Rita has to kill him him and restart the cycle. This time they try to escape in a car, and meanwhile William connects himself to that device because he also had the Alpha's powers. As soon as he connected to it, that thing automatically took him to Omega, and they found out that it was in Paris. But before they could escape, William gets shot and their car has an accident. When he regained consciousness, he saw that someone else's blood was being transfused into him, due to which his powers were gone. Rita comes to him and was about to kill him when William tells her that now he can't restart the day. This time, everything was over. Both of them escaped from there, and now they had only 3 hours to stop Omega. That meant they needed a plane to go to Paris, and also some soldiers who could help them fight. Will knew some such people, but convincing them wasn't so easy. Will puts all his effort into convincing them that he has come from the future, and those people are going to die tomorrow. But none of them believes this story of his. He knew this would happen, so he brought Rita with him. Seeing her, they all immediately agree to come along. William couldn't tell them the whole story. He just tells them that no matter what happens, don't kill the Alpha, because if it's killed, the day will restart and we won't even remember that we had this conversation. Soon they reach Paris, but as soon as they got there, the aliens attacked their plane. Everyone jumps from the plane before crashing, but William fell into deep water, due to which his suit gets damaged. He moved stealthily forward and found that Omega was still very far from them. Most of his team members were injured. They ask William what to do next, after which William asks to start a plane standing there. It couldn't fly, but it would get them to Omega in just a few minutes. After this, they cleared the way and tried to start the engine. Griff had an injury in his leg, so he decides to stay back and help them from there. Everyone tells him to come along, but he knew that his staying would be better for this mission. As soon as the engine started, a large number of aliens start coming towards them, but Griff and his friend bravely face them and finally sacrifice themselves. Meanwhile, William was moving rapidly towards Omega with the remaining people. They too are attacked, but they somehow managed to get inside. Now only the two of them were left, and this was their last chance to finish Omega. The aliens try their best to stop them, but they made a big blast with a grenade, due to which the way down was blocked for some time. William says, "The Alpha will definitely come here. I'll distract it and you blow up Omega." But Rita knew that he would be killed within 10 steps. She says, "You're a very good person, William. I wish I could have known you a little more." Saying this, she goes from there, but the Alpha followed her and tore her to pieces. Now it was William's turn, but before getting caught, William jumps into the water and tries to swim to reach Omega. But before he could go closer to it, the Alpha pierced its sharp tentacles into his chest and killed him. It thought it had won, but Will had removed the grenade pins before dying, due to which within a few seconds there's a powerful explosion in which Omega and all the aliens connected to it are completely destroyed. This explosion breaks their entire network, due to which aliens disappeared from Earth overnight. On the other side, we see William's corpse floating in Omega's blood, from which he gets his powers back, and this cycle starts again. This time, when William's eyes opened, he saw that the world was no longer the same. They had won this battle. The general says that he too doesn't know what happened, but now they're not getting any signs of the enemy's presence. After this, William comes to the airport. This time, he had his high rank, due to which big officers, including Farrell, were saluting him. There he saw his companions who had helped him win this war. But alas, they didn't remember anything. After this, William goes to Rita, who meets him the same way she used to meet him every time. She asks, "What do you want?" But William had a very long story to tell her. He couldn't understand where to start from, so William just smiles.